right, yes, my people. Welcome to another upload on the Football Bias with a new face on the channel, the king of yellow bones.
What's
Wait,
up,
Thato.
bro?
PC,
Glory,
what's
glory
good,
to the
bro?
boys.
Relax. Don't point at the badge. We're getting there. We're getting there. Hey, man, watch out. Otherwise, my bro, you good?
Nah, I'm well, man. It's exciting times for my club.
Yeah, you think so?
Um, yeah, man. I mean, dude, I've been going through this whole reshuffle for years now, and for the first time in a long time, I'm kind of hopeful
Hmm.
because from what I've seen the coach do in terms of how he connects to the players, and from the past three games that I've seen, how the boys are responding to him. I know it's got that whole new manager bounce,
Yeah.
but I feel like he has a way of tapping into that energy and keeping it consistent for a longer run than the other coaches did. So yeah, I'm quite excited.
That's good, but I think I'd be excited too, man. Because I was one of the people who were hoping that my guy Ten Hag would stay, but you guys did my boy dirty. You did my guy Ten Hag dirty. You sent him packing. But now, on an honest note, man, like for me, you guys should have fired Ten Hag after the FA Cup final. But for some reason, you
100%.
want to keep this guy. You want to trust him, trust the process. I was like, guys, it's very clear this guy can't do the job. But I was happy because I'm a rival, so I really didn't care that much. But I honestly felt you should have fired him at the end of last season, bro.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree because also I feel like had we gotten Amorim in at that time,
Mm.
chances are certain players wouldn't have been signed.
Exactly.
But I mean, that ship is sailed now. We can only work with what we've currently got and make the most out of it. From what it looks like, it seems like I said, man, he's tapping into the players. Xerxes played very well yesterday.
Mhm.
This was the first time that I've actually seen him gelling with the team and thriving to such a point whereby he's got himself on the score sheet. So it seems like he's able to mix it up with regards to both our strikers. Midweek, Hodgland played very well, leading the line, also scored a brace. So Rashford is kicking back in, hopefully. Long may it rain. But I know my boy, but at least, man, he's got a new girlfriend. We know how that goes for him.
Yeah, XG. I call it XG, expected girlfriend, because that man, he performs like when he's got a nice girly on his side. I don't know what's up with that. But before we get into the big game happening on Wednesday, let's just go
Mm-hmm.
into just the early stages on of Amorim. 3 games in, drawn one, won two. I think your last performance yesterday against Everton was a very good performance, 4-0. The last one was very tricky. You guys managed against Bodo Glimt. You
Mm-hmm.
managed in that game 3-2. It was very tricky. And also that the
Very
Bodo Glimt team, they had changed most of their team because
true.
they have like I forget what league they're in, like some European league, whereby they are in a title, like they were having their title game.
Yeah, they win the title race. Yeah.
Yeah, so they changed most of their team. But from the first half, that's when we saw Hore, like they were all over you guys somewhat. But then second half, you guys managed to find your way. So what do you make of the first 3 games? Because it still looks a bit. Because I remember you and I were chatting over Twitter, and I was saying that I find it very hard to see a team that plays three at the back, but playing like free flowing, attacking, football, attractive type of thing, which to some extent he did it in Sporting. But in England, it's a whole other kettle of fish. Do you think he's going to persist with this three at the back thing up until he gets it right? Or at some point, do you think he'll have to switch it up and try different things?
So from the past three games, obviously starting with the first game, very shaky. The boys had just had like two Nyana training sessions, but it's still very shaky. You could see it. Hence the draw, playing against an Ipswich team that was not scared to take it to us, playing at their home. Crack the boys did their thing. Props to them for that. What I can say, take away positive vibes during the week. Like you said, first half was very tough. The Clint guys were going for us. They were not scared to come for us. Same thing that the Ipswich team did. But the one positive that I saw was his in-game management in that game midweek was what caught my eye, because we were all over the place in the first half, a bit of a boxing match, strike for strike, pound for pound. Came out second half, and we managed to nullify their presence and control the game, which is something that Erik ten Hag had spoken about a lot and had failed to actually bring forth. And in about 2 games, we can already see Amorim is able to try and make the changes, is not afraid to make those changes that will give us the results that we're looking for, in a sense of keeping the ball, controlling the game, and dictating what the opposition gets to do. Perfect example of that was this past weekend. Wasn't the greatest match for me, to be honest. I feel like if Everton was more clinical, it would have been another situation like during the week whereby we're fighting for our lives. But we've got Big Onana at the back. What's my name? He's doing his thing. He's really keeping us stable at the back, keeping the goals out. And our defense, I mean, we have Licha back. Licha is very strong in that position. Him and De Ligt are creating a very good connection. So far it's looking very good, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. We've got the man Mazraoui, alhamdulillah, doing the most. He's probably been my most consistent player the whole season.
And I've been surprised. It's been mad.
Super versatile. That guy he's really him at this point in time. He is what
he's doing
looking
like
for
some
in our
heart
signings.
problem. Apparently he's got like some heart problem, and this guy's still balling out of his skin. What's going on there?
You get me, dog. Man's has got a heart problem, but he's leaving his heart on the pitch every single game. And
I like
that's all we really want as fans, because we've gone through so much where we've got players that aren't really giving 100% for us. And in the long run, it ends up putting us in a tricky situation whereby, as you know, my fan base is very relentless. We want what we want, and if we don't get it, we want your head.
Thanks.
Rashford, looking like he might be coming back, might gain the favor of the fans again, but we know how Rashford is. Hot and cold. When he's hot, he's really hot. When he's cold, it's painful to watch. It's really painful to watch. And another thing that I really like about Amorim is the substitutions that he makes are quite smart, in a sense of, during the week, we had Ugarte playing. He was running and bossing that midfield as much as he could, because we do lack legs in that midfield. A lot of our midfield players aren't as quick as we would like them to be, which leaves us exposed in the middle. Managed to find a plan with Ugarte midweek. During the weekend, I feel like the Casemiro and Kobe Mino balance with Bruno there kind of worked out. I can't say the same playing against the team of the likes of Arsenal, because we know what you guys are going to bring to the table. High energy, high press, lots of talent on the field. So it's going to be about how he's going to go about that match. Personally, I'd like to see Ugarte playing in that midfield and have everyone else fighting to be next to him, because we need the legs. Without legs, you guys are completely going to run all over us, and it might turn into a stop the count kind of game. But
I agree, man. I think that's the perfect segue. Because I don't want to keep you too long. Perfect segue into the big game on Wednesday. You coming to my home, to the carpet, to the Emirates carpet, fam. So I'm very keen to see what goes into that game. So just some stats that I found quite interesting.
Okay.
Arsenal have won the last 3 league games in a row against Manchester United. Manchester United have lost 7 of the last 9 league games away at Arsenal. United have only won 2 of the last 18 away games against London opposition. So those 2 wins only came against Fulham. So that Fulham, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, Chelsea,
West Ham,
the works, all those London clubs. You guys have a thing. When you go away to London, it's not looking very good. And then maybe I found one stat that might be to your favor. Arsenal have only won 2 of the last league games. Right? Arsenal have only won 2 of the last 17 league games that were played at night kickoffs. So this is against I think this is against Manchester United or just in general. I'm not really sure of that one.
I think it might be in general
I think in general. Yeah, I think it's
because
in general because Arsenal have these weird stats. Like for instance, our win against Sporting, against Sporting last week in the
uh-huh,
Champions. That was our first away league game, a league win in the Champions League for like over a year. So it's
that's
crazy.
crazy.
We have weird stats, bro. So what is your overall feelings going into this game? Do you just think that if Amorim gets the starting 11 good, that you guys can, or rather, let me ask it this way. What do you want out of this game? Do you just want to see a good performance? Do you want points? Do you want to draw? What would make you happy?
um, okay, so basically from this game, what I'm looking for as a fan is one, we stay in the fight because it's easy to play against a team like Arsenal and want to play nice football and get blown out of the water like you guys did to West Ham. It's very easy. You guys are cooking. Saka is really on fire and it's quite hard to pin down, especially with our formation that we are playing now. He is most probably going to be up against a Diego Dallo, who over the past couple of games has had a tendency of being a bit caught in the clouds.
Mm.
And I think, I'm not sure if it's maybe playing on the opposite side or it's the position that he's having to play in the system. But playing against a player like Saka, he needs to lock in. He needs to make sure that he keeps Saka close to him because that's the nice thing about Saka. You try to tackle Saka man to man, he finds a way. He's strong, he's fast, he can dribble. So he can maneuver his way out of man to man marking. You try to give him space, he's smart with his passes. So it's about finding a way to nullify Saka. If we can nullify Saka, I believe we've got quite some hope. As much as Odegaard is clicking, in your whole team, my most feared player is definitely Saka because he's got that X factor. Have Saka on the field for 90 minutes, all he needs is 1 minute to make a magic moment. So if we can lock Saka down and our wing backs and our attacking players can be very disciplined in their tracking back and their defensive work, it's going to give us a fighting chance. Secondly, of course, I'd love to win. Every Man United fan would love to win. As you've said, it's been a long time since I've won against you. You really had my number over the last couple of years. I was also looking at it, and you guys have been playing very well against us. So it's about us either fighting for a draw, but I would love for us to go for the win. Which kind of brings me back to how we used to be Man United of old, whereby even if we win fighting. Even if we lose fighting. As the fans, that is something that we like to see because it shows that the team is taking everything seriously. So as long as the team fights and not necessarily put on a show, but shows us that they are willing to work to put us back to where we're trying to be, it's not going to be easy, but it's worth the go. We've had a couple of managers come in and try. Ole came in, Mourinho came in, got us to second place, but that was eons ago, different ball games. And now we've got Liverpool who's currently cooking, Man City who could wake up at any given moment, and I'm going to be playing them soon. So how I play against you this week is going to define a lot of how I'm going to fare up against all the people that are above me because you are really one of the teams to beat. As much as Liverpool have opened a gap, you are one of the informed teams in the league at the moment. And if I can beat you, it gives me confidence to know that I can really play against anyone.
Nah.
So
I'd have to agree with that. I have to agree with that. I think from an Arsenal point of view, I just need the win, bro. Because as you said, like we're trying to fight for the title. Liverpool are what, nine points ahead of us. So man, I don't personally for me, even going back to like the Nottingham Forest, West Ham games, it's been amazing to see good performances because like to be honest, we haven't seen a lot of good performances up until recently, with the Odegaard injury, with all of these things going on, the red cards and the injuries and all of these things going on. So now I've just been happy to see that, okay, these guys still know how to ball. So for me, like a good performance against Manchester United, but then we draw the game doesn't really make me happy. So I just need the 3 points. I don't care. Come high, come hell, come high waters. We just need the 3 points, man. And as you've seen on your side, I think from an Arsenal point of view, man, like the starting lineup pretty much picks itself. He probably just has to decide who to play in the midfield. If Partey is back, then obviously he starts next to Odegaard and Rice, and then he just decides who's he going to play at left wing. Is he going with Trossard or is he going with Martinez? Those are basically just has 2 or 3 decisions to make. Meanwhile, with your coach, we've seen like he's coming in and he's giving a lot of players a lot of minutes, trying to find where his most competitive or strongest 11 is, which I feel back three picks itself with you guys. Mazraoui, De Ligt. I think Martinez is suspended. I think Martinez,
yes, he's suspended for this coming match. So chances are you're gonna have a Luke Shaw filling that gap in.
Okay, so it's going to be so it's probably going to be Luke Shaw, De Ligt, Mazraoui. The middle will probably be Ugarte, Casemiro, and then you have wing backs. It'll be
which is probably going to be Dalot and Ahmad.
Front three, Bruno, Rashford, and then he just has to choose one between Højlund and Xerxes, I would say. So I think even your team picks itself.
I feel like going into this game with you, knowing how your defenders are, I wouldn't be scared of seeing Xerxes start again because he gives us a different profile of striker going forward, which worked very well for us this weekend in a sense of Højlund is very physical and playing against Saliba and Gabriel, a physical striker, it's not going to work for us.
You don't want to have a physical battle with those guys, bro. Try something different.
Those guys are bullies.
Maybe Rashford, maybe Xerxes playing like 10. And then Rashford running off him might be the better bet because we've seen Rashford cause problems against Arsenal in the past.
100%. So it's a matter of who is going to be our number 9 against you and who is going to fill in that gap that Licha is in. Because those are the 2 most important positions right now going into this game against you.
Because also, whoever's playing that Licha position, he's going to be tasked with handling Bukayo Saka. Him and the wing, which is probably going to be Dalot. So Dalot and whoever's playing that left center back role will have a job to do on Bukayo Saka and Odegaard.
100%.
Doing that whole thing on the right. And all we do is to the right. That's our tactics.
So yeah, it's going to be a very interesting game, man. I mean, I'm going into this game as the underdog. And as you said, for you want to win. Anything less than a win is going to feel like a loss to you.
Yeah.
For me, I need the win. But coming in as the underdog, I won't be angry at a draw. But also, in the same breath, a win puts me a point behind City, which at the beginning of the season looked like something that was going to be quite tough for us. But luckily, there's a bit of congestion happening in the middle of the pack, other than Liverpool trying to run away.
Exactly, because now Man City's form has essentially opened up you guys having like a proper chance of making the top 4. Which, if you look at before, we're like, yo, you guys are like Tottenham. You had to go past Tottenham, Brighton, and all of these guys just to have a chance at top 4. But now Man City look at opening the gap, and also Tottenham with their up and down form. Just we don't even know what to expect. But bro, we've spoken a lot. We've had a lot of words. I want to keep this video as short as possible for the viewers. Give me your prediction, fam. What do you say?
It's been quite some goals coming between us as of late. So I'm going to keep going with the theme of goals. I'll say 3-2. Garnacho to score the winner, coming off the bench.
Were you winning 3-2 at the carpet, fam?
We are going back to the days of dancing at the Emirates.
I need whatever it is you're smoking. I need a pack of that, bro.
Hey, man, it's called that Amorim Loud Pack, baby.
Is that Amorim pack?
That Amorim Loud Pack, boy. 3 are the best. You got that hybrid, that sativa, you got it all.
I like the chest. I think for me, I'm gonna go with Arsenal to win 3-1. I'll give you guys a
Okay.
goal. Rashford will score, but I just feel like we'll go into halftime 1-0 up. You guys will bring it back to 1-1. And then I just think the quality that we have as opposed to you guys will just show. And that's just what I feel. So either way, man, we both predicted wins. I'm happy none of us predicted a draw because I just want to see a good game. I want to see a good game. But as I've said, I don't really
100%.
care about Arsenal playing a good game. I just want the 3 points. So, bro, thank you very much for your time. I just wanted to keep this video as short as possible. And if you're watching, please like, subscribe, share, get involved. And Thato, please, bro, I hope this is not the last time I see you on the channel, fam. Please.
And man, I'll be back. We'll have a young talk after the game and dissect everything.
Sure.
Tears or smile.
Someone will have tears. One of us will have tears.
Hopefully you. Hopefully you.
I'm gonna keep it there, bro. Shout out, man. Have a good one. Everybody keep it locked on the football bias. Peace.